Oh man, I'm so lost.
You guys don't seem content. Oh, dude. This is the end of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
So the end of Final Fantasy VII, you like... He goes into his mind, like Cloud goes into his own, like, psyche, and he has to defeat Sephiroth from his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I interpreted the end of Final Fantasy VII. Like, he kills Sephiroth in his alien form, whatever it is. And then you have that one-on-one duel with him in Cloud's mind.
Let's defy destiny together.
Okay. Is he gonna say yes? Or is he gonna duel him now? It looks like it.
So Sephiroth also wants to defy destiny?
What? You're gonna fight him now? Nah, you just fought him. It was pretty epic.
True.
No way.
Oh, suddenly Cloud becomes Goku.
Not gonna lie, the action's pretty good. Better than most movies.
Yeah.
That was weird but cool at the same time.
Yeah. It went from us riding a motorcycle on a bridge to like fighting on a moon. Like if you cut that scene from Advent Children and then just place it in this game, I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference.
Man, every time I see him, it looks like Conker.
He does.
Every time.
He does. Wait.
He defied destiny? Is this the surprise ending? He changed destiny, so he lives?
Oh, here we go. Don't tell me it's Sephiroth.
What's that? Oh, dude.
What?
Dude.
What's that?
They're coming to that timeline, right?
Oh, the Whispers. What?
Then where does Cloud gets his Buster Blade?
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense anymore. So there's a detail we missed.
What was it? The picture with Stamp Dog. Oh! Yeah, that Stamp Dog. You know what Stamp Dog was, right? It's Avalanche.
So did they just reverse everything?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Look, he's alive. They
What?
reversed everything because they defied destiny, right?
Right.
Wait. Does that mean Jesse's alive?
Probably.
And like Zack's alive? Wait, does that mean the rest of the story never happens? Like, I'm being serious now.
Yeah.
Does that mean they never leave Midgar and go like do everything else? Oh, maybe they do.
Oh, okay, they do.
Yeah. So they didn't go back in time. So was Zack fighting them the same time Cloud was fighting?
Gene Fighter says, remember how the dog looked in the Zack cutscene and how the dog looked like on the wall? No, what did the dog look like? We must have missed it.
Didn't it look the same?
Oh, no!
Oh no, it's a memory, right?
Oh.
Almost there, Cloud.
Oh, okay.
Isn't this where he dies?
Yeah, I think this is where he's, well, supposed to die.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a memory.
Okay, so Zack is dead.
You know, they didn't really give us anything to cling on to next game, in my opinion.
No, they didn't. You know, there might be an after credit scene.
Okay, you're right. Do you think everyone's alive? That's my next question. Because they defied destiny, right? And it felt like they just restored everyone or everything.
Yeah, well, you saw Wedge alive, or Biggs alive. He opened his eyes, and he's dead in the original.
Yeah.
They didn't show Jesse.
Yeah. Nope, the Zack dog was a terrier with a cap instead of a steel helmet.
Okay. So does that mean that he changed the fate of Avalanche's design? Like the dog design?
Oh man, I'm so lost.
You guys don't seem content.
We don't know what's happening.
No, I think Gene Fighter's right. I think it brings up more questions.
It's
the third
timeline. So it's a new destiny, right? I think the whole concept is when Sephiroth was saying the future's not defined or something.
Yeah.
That's what it meant.
Yeah.
So this is a new timeline, meaning it's not going to follow the same heartbeats as the original.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
But Zack's still definitely dead, right? Oh, not definitely, but...
Maybe they're just teasing Zack out. But that last scene with Zack and Cloud, that's where Zack gets shot right after, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Original is the first timeline, yep. Remake is a second timeline, and Zack is the third timeline. That happens because he fought the Whisperer. Didn't he just fight a whole bunch of soldiers, though?
I thought we fought the Whisperer, like Cloud. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe defeating all the Whisperers influenced like 3 different timelines? I'm so lost, man.
There's a lot of questions.
Even as someone who's played it, like, it's still very confusing.
It is. And probably even more confusing for someone that hasn't played like Catherine.
Yeah.
It goes so much on the fact that it knows that you've played the original.
Yeah.
And it like takes those little twists.
Yeah.
and then is like, oh, but this, but that.
Yeah.
But if you don't know those twists, you're just like, okay, these things are happening.
Yeah. Okay. So now we've finished the game. We'll wait for the last cutscene.
Yep.
What do you think?
I think it's a really good game.
Yeah.
I think it's the right game. I think the combat is really, really awesome.
Yep.
It's fun.
Agreed. Yep.
It's interesting.
It's very engaging.
It is.
If you're switched off,
Yeah,
you're gonna die.
definitely.
As you've seen with us.
Yeah, that's right. The whole targeting thing was annoying sometimes.
Oh yeah, I
The
agree.
cancellation was a bit
Yeah,
annoying.
yeah.
What they did really well is the characterizations.
Okay, I agree.
So
Yeah.
they fleshed out like
Yeah.
Jesse really well. They
Yeah.
fleshed out Don Corneo. They fleshed out a lot of the characters better, like the side characters.
Yes.
So ticks all there.
Yeah. Cutscenes, graphics, yeah, all tick. Yeah.
Music, tick, tick, tick.
Yeah.
Not as catchy as the original,
Yeah.
because the original just plays this music, over and over again, and it's really catchy. This is kind of more like a movie orchestra
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
Story-wise,
Yeah. There has to be a -1 on the story, man. for
Yeah.
me. That's my honest opinion.
yeah. Well, I don't think it's a bad story, right? Like,
Ask Catherine. Like, what's happening? Like, it jumps all over the place in terms of story. Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was really it didn't have a good strand to take you along.
Yeah.
Like, in the original, all you want to do is you want to climb into Shinra, you want to, destroy Shinra and get the fuck out of there,
Yeah.
and then you start learning all about this, alien around Genova.
Yeah.
And that's when that first part ends.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit, what the fuck is Sephiroth?
Yeah.
And what the fuck's Genova?
Yeah.
And here they're just like,
I feel like you'll feel better, like, after this, and it's like, they call this the prelude. Imagine you do all this, and they call it the prelude, and then you start the game, right? If they did that, and had a nice ending as well, I'll say story, like, it will feel more complete, in my opinion.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, instead of this credit, imagine you had Final Fantasy VII appear right now, right? After you did all this epic shit. I'm just saying, like, I'll feel like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's a 9. I'm gonna keep playing. Like, 9 out of 10. Fuck.
What would you feel like if at the end of the credits it said, Palpatine is alive?
Oh, mate. Right, it's -5 right there.
To Catherine says, I've only learned how to pronounce Bahamut. Remake was not meant in the way that the game is a remake. It's Seth remaking the story himself. Final Fantasy VII is actually a sequel more like Final Fantasy VII 2.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
True.
Because it's new, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like that the game was quite self-aware
Yeah.
and self-meta, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think the thing to draw you through the game is not quite there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. The motivation for you
Yeah.
to continue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is unlike Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy usually the story is what keeps you going.
Yeah.
Even if the gameplay is like repeatable.
Yeah. I mean, GM5, don't get us wrong. Like, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't say I'm hyped, but I'm still gonna get it.
Yeah.
Like
you want to see what happens, right?
Yeah.
Like where this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to spend $90 for every installation they have.
Oh my
Easy.
god. It's people like you who's gonna keep them continuing to release episodic
Basically.
games instead of a full one.
Yeah. I don't know about you, Gen Fighter, but it's just that pull.
Yeah.
They don't draw it through the story as well.
Yeah, I agree. That's why it's a -1 on the story. So say it's a 9 out of 10. I'll give -1 on the... Did we ever get those cutscenes?
We did.
We did?
We did, yeah. We
Okay.
did. And remember this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he just came and disappeared,
Random,
man.
yeah. I think he was a useless addition.
Did he die or he just
Nah.
disappeared?
This was the last time you fought him, and then that was the last you saw of him. And I was thinking in my head, like, oh yeah, he's gonna like come every now and then, and
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah,
learn
yeah.
about who this guy is and why he fights Cloud.
Yeah.
That's the last time you see him.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that that's just like, oh, we're just gonna tie the story together somehow.
Yeah.
He may show up in the next part. Oh, 100%. I think he will.
Yeah.
But if you just take this game as is, this
As
random
is.
guy's come out of
Yeah.
nowhere, fight you 2 times,
Yeah.
and then he's gone. I feel like because they wanted to make the the story for the first part from the start of the game to the end of Midgar, they've kind of had to think about, okay, how are we gonna make this a full game? And they like padded it out with quite a lot of stuff
Yeah.
to get that whole 40-50 hour game time. And I felt a lot of it wasn't
I felt a lot was filler. Like
lot.
it didn't contribute to story or flesh out the world
Yeah.
or characters. It was
Yeah.
just puzzles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puzzles. Remember that train bit?
Oh,
Like that-
the train yard or
Yeah, the train yard
Yeah.
with like those little alien, those ghosts and those kids.
Oh yeah, that didn't make sense.
That makes
Like,
sense.
That just yeah. Were the ghosts related to this? It wasn't. Yeah, it was just a
No, it was just the ghosts
its
of
own
the
self.
train graveyard.
Yeah, yeah.
And somehow they were related to Aerith as well because Aerith was talking to them
Oh,
and saying
yeah.
like thank you or whatever.
yeah. And you saw Aerith praying or something. Yeah. Okay.
And maybe you could argue that that's like another pull to the next.
Yeah, it wasn't a
Huh.
strong pull.
But, yeah.
'cause, you know, we only remembered it now after finishing
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
I think this game is literally fan service. Fan service game. What do you reckon?
A little bit of A and B.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing though, like with a game like Final Fantasy VII, the original, it's such a huge benchmark. Like,
Yeah.
it changed so much back in 1997 when it came out.
Yeah.
So there's no way you're going to be able to change the current gaming landscape
Mm.
now.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of pressure,
Okay.
and I can imagine how difficult it would be to do that. I think yes, some of it is fan service because they have to,
Yeah.
but also B, like I think they wanted to make something that
Epic.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what I realized? I think their timeline, they're gonna release the final game in 2027.
Okay, why's that?
Because 1997, that's like 30 years, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It feels like it. Because if it's 4 year per game,
Nah, but it won't be 4 years per
or
game
3 years.
because this game was announced
2016, wasn't it?
2013, I think it
Oh,
was.
2013.
I think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Maybe they didn't start development till 2016.
Nah, so they started in 20... Yeah, maybe. But I heard they had to reboot this game because it was originally made by another company.
Oh, yeah.
I think they were called CyberConnect.
Okay.
And then Square was like, oh, these guys are shit. We're going to bring it more in-house.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good that they bring it in-house.
Yeah. And so, yeah, this game's been since, 2013, so it's
Yeah.
like 7 years. But a lot of it is, building the engine, the battle system.
Yeah.
Now that they've got that...
I still reckon it will take 3 years per game. It might be just one more game or two more.
At least 2 more.
Really?
At least.
No, don't do that. They're milking us.
But here's the thing though, now that the game's changed so much, right?
Yeah.
You can't even look at the original for like story points.
Yes.
Like you can't be like, okay, they go to Calm after this, then they go to Cosmo Canyon,
Yeah.
then Golden Saucer, then Nibelheim.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't hit those same beats.
Yeah.
'Cause-
it has to be different. It's a different game. Yeah. So the next one, my expectation is they're gonna go on different heartbeats.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they have to hit the main things that was in the original.
Yeah.
Like otherwise the fans would be really annoyed. Like there has to be a Cosmo Canyon
Okay.
where Red 13 came from.
Yeah.
There has to be the Golden Saucer where you play the carnival game.
Just the story will turn out differently.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Gene Fighter says the ghosts were the childhood friends of Aerith who died back then, and this was hinted at in the original as well.
Okay.
Gamer 2078. Oh, welcome. It looks like I missed everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have, mate. You have. I mean, you can look back at our old
stream.
videos.
I think there's a few left before it gets deleted by Twitch.
Yeah.
By the way, many people believe that the original ending was the bad ending.
Well, what do
a
you mean
bad
by the
end.
bad ending? So do you remember the end of the original?
All I remember was Red 13 in like a deserted, non-human world.
Yeah. So that's like the far, far future.
Yeah.
But basically what happens is, so there's this like, halfway through the game, Sephiroth summons the meteor.
Yeah, yeah.
That
yeah.
big meteor comes down and at the end of the game you defeat Sephiroth and all that.
Yeah.
Then the meteor comes and hits Midgar.
Oh, right, and then the live stream stops it.
Yeah, oh actually no, the other way around. So Aerith's holy materia on her her headband
Yeah.
gets activated.
Yeah.
And it casts holy to protect Midgar.
Ah, yeah,
But
yeah.
then the meteor actually crushes through holy.
Ah, yeah.
And that's when the live stream comes out.
Yeah, yeah,
And they say that's because of Aerith. Like
Yeah.
she was able to control the live stream.
yeah.
And then basically save Midgar. But you weren't sure if Midgar was destroyed or not.
Ah.
And then it cuts to like, I think 600 years later.
Where there's no human, right?
You don't know.
It looked like it.
Yeah.
Like, just Red 13.
It looked, yeah, you just see Red 13 and you see Midgar and it's like full of plants and flowers everywhere.
Yeah.
So my understanding from that was Aerith's garden was like the start of kind of this blossoming
Yeah.
city.
But then if it's all vegetation, then no humans. So maybe everyone died.
It's true.
Maybe.
True. No, that's true. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
And so this one, they're trying to change destiny, right? So
True.
they're trying to save everyone.
True.
So it does make sense.
So do you think all those flashback or flash forward scenes we saw are not going to happen in this timeline?
I think so. So Aerith gets saved, right? Meteor, like, maybe doesn't
Crash, yeah.
explodes.
And therefore, Red 13 won't be in the far future with
Just his
kids,
kids, yeah. He'll be with people.
yeah. That's definitely an interesting twist.
That makes sense. Yeah. All right, final scores. What is your final score for this game? I know mine.
You go first.
8.
8.
Right, it would have been a 9 if it felt like a complete game. I'll say 9. Oh, so, yeah, 9, but -1 on the story. That's it.
Yep.
Simple as that.
What were some of your favorite parts and things you liked about it?
Really, all the graphics, the fighting system. I like how different characters, different way to fight. It's not all the same.
Agreed. Yep.
One thing I felt was missing was the leveling system. Like,
leveling.
as in, you know, it's more focused on materia, getting weapons. Like, at no stage in the game did I feel like you were getting stronger. Like, you were getting stronger.
Right.
Other than unlocking new abilities.
Right.
Like, it didn't feel like, you know, you're gonna dominate.
Right. What about when you level up your weapons, you can choose all those like sphere grid things?
Yeah.
I guess.
But did it feel, when you were playing, did it feel like, hey, I got more HP, or I feel like I'm hitting for more?
I didn't even realize. I was like, dude, TP's doing so much damage now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the way to beat bosses was to find their pattern, right? What
Yeah.
they're weak to.
Yeah.
It wasn't like your character's OP. Like, you were the same level. Like, the enemies got stronger as you got stronger, so it felt the same. And you just had to figure
Hey,
out.
original Final Fantasy 7 fans as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Yeah.
I do know what you mean. Because each of those things came with a weapon. It wasn't like really on your character,
Yeah.
I felt. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
But yeah, mine's an 8.
Okay.
What would yours be? As a huge fan.
Yeah, I'd agree with an 8.5.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said.
Mm.
I like some of the surprises, like the flash forwards and the Destiny thing. I did like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, all up, I'd say it's less cohesive than
Yeah.
I was hoping. Kind of just felt, all over the place.
Yeah. Okay, I'm super curious. Can we check out Metacritic now? And like,
Okay, wait. What do you guess?
knowing the hype around this game and how it's everyone's childhood, I'll say they rate it like 90, close to 90, around the 90 area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd agree.
yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a 90, 91.
On Metacritic.
Yeah.
All right, let me
91 on Metacritic.
hook up the browser. There you go. Final Fantasy Remake.
88. Dude, that was my second guess.
I was close. I said 90.
You did.
But we're right, see? 8.5 and 8. 8 point... Oh, user score 8!
Wow.
Yes! I am on the mark.
Wow.
Yes. What?
No, that's the Avalanche logo.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
But
So
the
it's-
helmet was different, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we noticed. The helmet was different,
Yeah.
right?
So
Like
the dog
the-
is different and the helmet's different.
Yeah.
So this is
So
that.
what does that mean?
Well, that's what I think Gamer27 or GN Fighter said that it's like the alternate timeline now. Now that the Whispers had
Look,
died.
it says original. That says original at the top. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not just the flavor of the chip?
No, but it could mean the original timeline, right?
Now it's gone.
And it's gone. Like,
It's like a chip packet going away. So that's the Avalanche dog.
yeah.
Like, because if you look at the original one of the remake Avalanche dog, yeah, it's this one.
Yeah.
So they,
And that's a helmet and different dog.
yeah,
So I think it's just to illustrate a different timeline.
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But is it a different timeline, or has now your main timeline been affected?
Your main timeline is affected, and that timeline is the original timeline because it says original. Come on, why would you purposely put original there?
Yeah, true.
Like, it has to be. Has to be. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and please don't forget to click on the notification bell. Check out our other videos on this side. This side here. Check it. Whoa. Oh, Mario! Look at Mario's big nose.